Everyone. Well, the Kurdish people took a step towards statehood Monday by voting for independence. Official results won't be released for another day or two, but observers expect a yes vote of 75% or more. As Chris Mitchell reports from Erbil, the question now is what happens next in the Middle East.
After the vote, Kurds took to the streets to celebrate their claim to a country of their own. Hours earlier, they took to the polls. Many came in Kurdish dress and made it a family affair.
These Kurds are exercising their right to vote for independence for the first time. For many, it's one more step in a long history toward a free and independent Kurdistan.
Even though 14-year-old Soma couldn't vote, she came with her family and expressed the hopes of the Kurdish people.
If you're Kurd, this is a special day for you because you're going to be free from now on. If you like, I hope everybody votes for that because it's really special for me.
This is a people achieving a dream they've had for 100 years.
Former Ambassador Peter Galbraith compares the Kurds of today to Americans more than 200 years ago.
They're not asking anything from the Americans except for the Americans to accept that the Kurds have the same right that Americans had in 1776. Only the Kurdish complaints against Iraq are much bigger than the American complaints against George III.
The U.S. opposed the referendum. Retired General Jay Garner says this State Department position is based on the One Iraq policy, which would keep Kurdistan under the influence of the Iranian-backed government in Baghdad.
If we cause the Kurds to stay in the Republic of Iraq, one, we give them to the Iranians. Two, we complete the Shia arc that goes from Tehran through Iran, through Syria, into Lebanon, and wreaks terror on Israel.
Galbraith says this policy puts the U.S. on the wrong side.
To insist on the unity of Iraq under a government in Baghdad that is Iran's closest ally in the world, that created a militia which is commanded by General Qasem Soleimani, the head of the Iranian Revolutionary Guards, and which is on Kurdistan's borders. And instead of siding with the Kurds, the Trump administration siding with Iran and General Qasem Soleimani.
Galbraith and Garner say the Kurds could stop Iran's reach and be a haven for Christians.
The place that has been protecting Iraq's Christians, the Christians of the Middle East, is Kurdistan.
The Kurds face hostile neighbors opposed to their independence. But that doesn't stop Kurds like Soma dreaming of a free Kurdistan.
It would be a really happy place for Kurd people to be like free. It would be special.
Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Erbil, Kurdistan.